International Golf Summit, organized by Ficci on 23rd March, brought together key industry leaders and policymakers to discuss the potential of golf tourism in India. Here are some important glimpses of the event.
For us at Ficci, it's an honor to be here at this Ficci Golf Summit, a platform which is dedicated to shaping the future of golf in India. Today, as we discuss the growth and potential of this sport, I want to highlight an important aspect: attracting young players to golf and making it a game for the coming generations. Golf has long been associated with prestige and exclusivity, but it is time to change the narrative. Across the world, countries like the US, Korea, Japan have successfully nurtured young talent, making golf a mainstream sport, and we believe India has the same potential. We already have experienced golfers like Anirban Lahiri and Aditi Ashok, who have put India on the global map. But now it's a time that we expand the grassroots ecosystem to create more such champions. India's youth is energetic, ambitious, and ready to embrace new opportunities. If we make golf more lucrative, aspirational, and accessible, we can inspire a new generation of golfers and position India as a rising powerhouse in the sport. Ficci's effort is in bringing together key stakeholders, sports federations, corporate leaders, and policy makers are crucial in driving this change. So together, let's make golf a sport of the future for Indians, young Indians in the coming times. Thank you.
I am pleasant duty to propose the vote of thanks. First and foremost, we extend our sincerest thanks to Additional Secretary Sri Suman Billa for his gracious presence and inspiring address. We thank Joint Secretary Sri Kunal for kindly joining us this afternoon and sharing valuable insights. Thank you so much.
Great pleasure. I welcome all of you to this Ficci Golf Summit. As was mentioned, it's a platform to discuss the growing impact of golf on the Indian tourism landscape. And I'm widening the base to tourism because tourism is my passion. And we all understand that golf is not, or maybe we are not fully aware, but we do know the potential, that golf is not just a sport. It's actually a catalyst for high-value tourism, economic growth, global networking, and the friendships that it creates, and the as Raju was mentioning, the business deals that take place on a golf course. Yes, many countries have actually utilized their golf potential to attract affluent travelers. And I think it's time for India to do the same. We have stunning landscapes, we have heritage golf courses, and of course, I think side by side goes the world-class hospitality that we offer. From the oldest golf courses, we were just having a discussion a little while earlier. The oldest one, supposedly, is the Royal Calcutta Golf Club. Now, I want you to know that it is the oldest golf club outside Great Britain. Then we have the one in Bangalore, the Bangalore Golf Club. Now, you go to Bangalore and they say we are the oldest. You go to Calcutta, they say we are the oldest. And we had another twist to it by Mr. Birla, who said the one down south is the oldest. So I was just joking with them. I said, this is one place where you want to push up your age rather than bringing down your age. But having said that, I also want to tell you that in Bangalore, there's a very funny story. When you walk into the golf club, there is this huge placard, and on it, there is a ₹10 outstanding from a very well-known British politician, I don't want to take the name, I don't want to make any political mistakes. But that was very funny, 10 rupees that he owed them. So they're still holding the financial balance for him. So at that point of time, I thought to myself, it's better to make this the oldest golf course. But having said that, we also have some very, very picturesque golf courses. And we were talking about the Srinagar one, we spoke about the one in Pahalgam. And I also have to tell you that there are so many hotels, like our own hotel, the Lalit Golf and Spa Resort, that have their own golf courses. So why are we not integrating this fantastic sport with tourism, with wellness, with an experience, so that we can enhance both the quality of the game and the quality of the experience? We then, of course, will have a better economic growth and get a global recognition for this sport. Why are we waiting? What is holding us back? And that was also a point of discussion, that we need to have many more international tourist golf tournaments. Now, if we have more and more golf tournaments here, we expose not only the golf courses, but we also expose the country. And therefore, I would request all stakeholders who are here that let's put together our best foot forward and try and organize as many international golf competitions as we can. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, Ficci has always been playing a pivotal role in the promotion of tourism, sport, and golf is also part of our promotion. We've had several summits, and we do know that there is a huge potential. So let's put it all together and make this a really, really global destination. And I will tell you the name of the politician, Winston Churchill. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you.
Mr. Kunal, Rajan Saigal, Mr. Manav Majumdar, Sri Sagar, ladies and gentlemen. It's wonderful to be here amongst friends to discuss on a topic that is dear to many of us who play golf. Kunal has already spoken about how to grow the game and the aspects of the sport per se, so let me not labor that point. Let me only restrict myself to golf tourism and what it can deliver for the country. So why does golf tourism matter? I think the reason it matters is that golf tourists stay longer, spend more, and they define a premium segment amongst the tourists. So essentially for any destination, what is the kind of a tourist that you want? You want a tourist who is low footprint but high impact. And I think in many ways the golf tourist is that. Because when a golf tourist comes, he is not only spending higher on accommodation, on playing, on shopping, on wellness, so he's supporting the entire spectrum of the tourism ecosystem. And which is why I think if we have to prioritize categories of tourists that we need to get into the country, I think golf tourism will easily be amongst the top few that we need to look at. Over the past couple of decades, I think we've developed a lot of assets. We've got some exceptionally good golf courses in India today. And India is also blessed with the ability where there is always some place in India is always a good time to be playing golf. And you know, we have the geographical diversity. We have golf courses in the hills, we have golf courses in the plains of the south, and there is plenty of history that goes with it to keep the tourists engaged. But I think the challenge that we have is that we have not fully leveraged the potential of these golf courses to attract tourists to come to India and to make golf tourism work for India. The Ministry of Tourism has, I can at least recall, there are 4 golf courses in this country which have been supported by the Ministry of Tourism for their development. The Royal Springs, the Pahalgam Golf Course, the one at Jammu, and we've built one in a place called Tenzol in Mizoram.
My senior colleague from Ministry of Culture, Ministry of Tourism, Suvan Villa sir, Dr. Jyotsna Suri ma'am, Sri Sri Sagar, Manu Majumdar ji, Rajan Saigal ji, and my good friend and coach and CEO of PGTI, Mr. Mandeep Johar. And ladies and gentlemen, very good afternoon to all of you. It's difficult, to hold attention in post-lunch session, but this is a game which is game of more than power of mind. This is what my coach always tells me whenever I make a wrong shot. That you please concentrate rather than forcing the ball. Hit it nicely. So that way, this is what is required. That golf, I feel that it's more like a philosophy of life, and then sports is an outcome of that. In the morning, if you start, like getting passionate, I hope those who are sitting here, except 54 employees, all are passionate about golf. So golf, like when you go to the course in the morning, you get fresh air, you sleep early, you get good sleep, and before the pollution takes over the city, you are enjoying the fresh air, whatever is available, and your mind is fresh, you are meeting the people in best of their mood, and then suppose you are hitting first ball nicely, there is no guarantee that second ball will go as perfect as you want. So you are basically challenging yourself. And that has been, I would say, even motto of my school, Atmadipo Bhava. That is, be your own light. That is, train yourself, compete against yourself, and do better. And that's what we strive in our lives, isn't it? Now coming to the golf as a sport, friends, as you know, like the sports ministry, particularly, like our main role is sports governance and development. And there is a federation here, and our job is to ensure that the federation runs properly. Golf is particularly having two types. One is amateur, that is Indian Golf Union. Another is professional. Professional is self-funded. So thankfully we are outside our ambit and then like functioning fully, in a very professional manner. And the results we are getting, that regular tournaments are happening. And amateur, that is Indian Golf Union, that they are the ones who send the teams for participation in Asian Games and Olympics. This Olympic also we had 2 male and 2 female players. So that way our quota is going full. Only issue is that medals in Olympics, yes, Asian Games we are getting. So that way, Deaf Olympics we had gold. So that way we are having good and great golfers coming up. And yes, as man said, actually should pick up my idea, or I am picking up on ideas, repeating it, that to grow any game or to grow any, I would say, infra, making it world class, we need to have more and more. So that way, government, citizen, corporate, and federation, all the 4 arms have to work together. And government key role is to act as a facilitator. We have to ensure that equipments are available, the timely NOCs are available. My job is many times to get the visa for the players who are coming, to get the security clearances. Suppose our players going outside to play represent India, to get their visa. And again, we support the players and the federation in hosting as well as in participating in training. We are having athletes under the TOPS program. Now recently the list has been revised, so they have to little bit work hard to get into the list target Olympic podium scheme. But nevertheless, talents are there, and we all have to work together and find innovative solutions to ensure that more and more events take place. And the way golf is growing in the Western world, in US, we see when we compare ourselves, like how many golf courses one city is having in India, and similar to how many golf courses a US city is having. So that the figures are quite skewed. Like it may be due to certain perception about golf that it is likely belong to a different class of people, and then again it has to mix up with a good business that more and more golf courses should come up, should be self-sustainable basis, and government wherever feasible, we are there to act as a force multiplier. And definitely I foresee a very great future. And if you mix up tourism with the sports, then it's a wonderful product. And again, it all depends the business model. And my coach and good friend is already making best use of it in organizing more and more tournaments. And I think very soon we are going to have Hero India Open also. next week. Yeah. So that way, tournaments are happening. Like government, last week I was part of Khelo India Winter Games. Right now, as we are participating here, there are like Khelo India Para Games taking place. After 2 months, we'll have Khelo India Youth Game. After that, we'll have Khelo India University Game. The government has, put in great deal of efforts in putting national games on track. So in my time of 3 years, we already have 3 versions of national games. So the government, under the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, is putting great efforts towards sports. And God has the sports, we have great potential. It's a skill game. That's where Indians have natural advantage. The only thing which is required is giving more exposure, more time, more space for the players. So wishing you all the best, and let's hope that tomorrow we'll have one champion in India. Thank you. Thank you.
You are watching Travel World Online.